Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is September 1st, 2024. Here is another analysis for our channel. This is kind of like a different analysis that I provide usually. This is for energy market, which I believe that in September, this month, will be one of the best buying opportunity, probably multi-months buying opportunities coming in this sector. So if you like to just get a trade in a long position in crude or natural gas, make sure watch this video because I'm going to provide, especially for natural gas, specific analysis that I believe that multi-months buying opportunity is coming for this sector. All right, so let's get to the chart. Here is crude weekly chart. And as you see here, this is kind of like a future market, and crude is stocking in this white triangle pattern. So whenever we see something like this, either breakout could be kind of like a very, very important, just because it's going to just form the next spike to the upside or to the downside for the next future months. And right now we are just getting close to kind of like a final spike low, I should say, for crude to just getting into this important trend line here to bounce back up nicely. And I believe that seasonally, usually, crude is getting kind of like a positive. And as long as crude holds above this $60 area or $65 area, we should be very bullish, specifically, I should say, the months of September. If crude gets to 61 to $65, then we should see the final kind of like a bottoming formation for crude, and we are getting back to the upside. And if it crudes take out this pivotal high, we can see multi-months bottoming formation. Crude is getting to $120 per barrel. I know that lots of people are saying, hey, Ali, why you are not getting to the bear side? Potentially crude, if crude breaks through to the bear side, yeah, that would be correct. But I think that bear side is going to be less likely just because the seasonality and also based on the pattern that is forming right now, crude is challenging this high regular or more than this bottom. So usually when we see some kind of like a challenges, more trend line to one side, this means this trend line is going to break through. So if it just, let's say if the pattern was like this and crude is just getting to the downside, and then we are just seeing the challenging the downside, we could see the breakthrough to the downside. But right now, this is different. So crude is kind of like a challenging this trend line more than the bearish one. So I should say the higher probability is going to be breakthrough to the upside, and we're going to see crude is just spiking to the higher side. This means energy market is going to just get back to its bullish momentum, which brings inflation again get back to its bullish momentum as well. I know that the Federal Reserve is going to just bring the rate down. Potentially, the pivot is coming this month. So that's going to be a first month for the pivot. But I'm not sure if inflation is going to stay here. Inflation is getting back to the bullish momentum. And this chart is coming with the inflation cycle as well. So we can see another inflation spike in all commodities, like a crude, like a wheat, like oats, like all those architectural commodities as well. Agricultural, not architectural. Agricultural commodities actually are getting kind of like to their bottom, and they're forming the bottoming formation for the next inflation cycle to get higher. Moving on to daily chart. So daily chart shows that we are kind of like seeing there is a chance for a final spike low. So if that spike low happens, there is going to be lots of stops here below this 72 area, which I believe that 69, 67 could be kind of like the possible low, a final bottoming formation, which is coming in months of September, especially first half of September, could give us a fantastic multiple low, and then we can see a breakthrough to the upside. And if we get the next time, if we capture this area, we can see a breakout nicely to the higher part of this breakout, which is going to be 84 area. So I would say it is very important everyone just look at this right now. It's just a future market. crude just open gap lower, and it's just putting pressure on the downside. I believe that this is coming to our buying level for a fantastic buying opportunity potentially to this area as well. So we will see how it goes with this. And the next chart is going to be natural gas, which I believe that natural gas is forming a very nice kind of like a bottoming formation. So let me bring the chart here. Natural gas cash. Here is the natural gas monthly chart. And as you see here, let me zoom in here a bit. So we are forming a trend line here. So this is a pivot, this is a pivot, this is a pivot. So we break through backtest to kind of like a new all-time high, and then coming back down. Nicely, we are forming another ending diagonal formation at the bottom at very, very important level low. And seasonally, you know that September, October, November are usually bullish months for natural gas. And natural gas, if it gets above this $3, I should say multi-month bottom is here for a next spike to $4 and $4.46, which I believe that that is very, very foreseeable, especially for this winter. And lots of inventories actually are just demolished after they're just phased out lots of energy and gases, and the demand is going to get higher and higher, especially in months of September. If we go to a weekly chart, so weekly chart forms the same pattern here. As you see here, we have like a 2% gap starting this week, and this is a nice formation for natural gas. So if I want to show you, here we are seeing a very nice reverse head and shoulder. This is the pattern that I see here. And if it breaks through again next time to the upside, any close above a 2.8 or 2.80, that's going to be kind of like a fantastic buying opportunity for a next level, which is, I believe the next level is going to be $4.92 or $5 for natural gas is coming down the road. Stochastic momentum, we are just showing a bull reversal, and also MACD is showing very nice divergence here when we are seeing lower low, and MACD is just showing the higher low here as well. Stochastic bullish momentum, and IMI as well. We are just getting close to kind of like over sold condition, which we saw here and also here. And anytime we went to oversold condition, this means this is kind of like an early signal for a market to get back to its bullish momentum to the upside. And cycle-wise, we are kind of like getting close to multi-month cycle bottom here in natural gas. Moving on to the daily chart. So here is the daily chart. And as you see here, we are just forming a very nice bottoming formation. And this lower low, I would say I was waiting, to be honest, for a final spike to here, which didn't happen. And natural gas managed its reversal to the upside. If natural gas goes higher, potentially somewhere around 2.30, if it breaks through, any back test could be a great buying opportunity, 2.70. And if it breaks through above this $3, I should say natural gas can easily go higher to 4.50. So we will see how it goes. I believe that the next bottoming formation is here, especially with this formation. Potentially natural gas formed the bottom. Crude is getting kind of like a following that pattern as well. When we see the final spike low, somewhere around 65 to 69 could be a great buying opportunity. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.